call failed.
Yeah.
Maybe you can give a message to him, Amon. You can give him a message that he can go to a better place with a better Wi-Fi or something because his call is failing.
Yeah, I
Tola
don't
said
know.
that.
I mean, he should be at home and he should have solid internet. So I'm not sure what the issue is.
Maybe he just didn't answer the call on time. I'll try and invite him again.
Yeah.
And Tola said that he's there is somebody. I think Richard.
I just invited him now. See if he'll come in.
So I wanted to write down some agenda points, some meeting points, but we didn't have time, so I guess we'll just do it on the fly.
Yeah.
Like discuss before we start to see who has something to bring into the meeting, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Or if you want, we could do round robin and just say, hey, what are the main 2 points that everybody wants to bring up, and just kind of go around, give everybody 5 minutes or something like that. I mean, it's up to you. I'll follow your lead.
Well, just to collect the points that we're going to talk about, right? That was my plan as well.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. How are we going to collect the points? Are we going to do it through the Nomad Island platform?
Okay.
Collect points?
Yeah. You mean...
Not just here in the meeting, just now.
Yeah, just right now.
Right now in the meeting. Okay. So we would like to give 2 of our points that of our concern, basically, or just points, right?
Talking points.
Talking points.
Discussion topics.
Okay.
In this.
Yeah. Kun, if you'd like, I would like actually to take maybe a few minutes for a strategic plan.
Okay, I think we lost them. But yeah, I guess you could do the strategic plan now. Oh, we've lost everybody.
Did we?
Oh no, you're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I guess it's just them two.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we're still broadcasting though.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't have video right now. I think I'm or at least I don't know. Maybe you can see me, but I'm working off my phone, and I usually work off my computer, and I'm not sure.
So that's why you're sounding a little different.
All right, we switched network.
Okay. Welcome back.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Maybe this one is not so fast, but maybe it's stable.
Where's my camera actually? Oh, my video's off. Hello, everybody. I'm back.
Yeah. Hello.
All right. I suggest we just start. It's a pity that we are with just a few people, but we need to use the time wisely.
Yes.
Is that all right?
Yeah. One other point, Kun, that I'd like to add is a short introduction for our 3 new administrators of the Facebook group.
Okay. Can you introduce them in their absence?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Abi, can you write that down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so...
those?
All right. My main point in this meeting would be to discuss how to call this nicely. Project change from very open to more concentrated by doing just a few people doing all the heavy lifting, so to say. Amon had a really nice name for that, but I don't remember it now.
I don't know. I forget what I called it.
And in the Facebook chat,
let's call it the focused group. Focused group or something.
Yeah. Okay. So just to give it a name. Yeah. So that's my main point, and I would be already happy if we could talk about this thing in this meeting. That's enough. So Abi, do you have something you want to discuss?
Well, my point would be to actually decide when we are going to go to Panama, and what's the next steps to be taken actually to talk to the concerned people there regarding the buying of the island and similar. Like what are the concrete steps? Let's say like how are you going to or when are you going to plan that? Is it this year, end of this year, or
Okay,
the year?
we can
Things like that.
reiterate what we
Yeah,
have so far. Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
So let's say planning, the financial and all those aspects.
Financial also.
Yeah, the buying aspects basically.
I'd like to add a point as well to the whole thing.
Yeah, wait a second until Abby wrote it down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wrote
Chris,
it. I
go
wrote
ahead.
it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm planning on leaving. Well, just coming away from doing these Skype meetings, really, and just giving the YouTube channel to somebody else in Nomad Island Group.
Okay.
Because I don't mind doing
No,
this.
wait. Don't go into the point yet.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
name
yeah.
it that
Yeah,
we're
that's it.
discussing it. Yeah. All right.
So you want to basically your point is to withdraw yourself,
resign from
Yeah.
his role. And
resign from your role. Okay, resign. Okay.
I won't accept your recognition.
Yeah,
but,
I
your
won't either. So
No, I'm just joking. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yes, yes. Okay.
Uh,
This is by.
Well, that's enough
Chris.
for an hour.
yeah, it's plenty. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Richard is still not
Richard-
joining, right? Richard is
I can't
short
read the first
introduction
one.
of the three
yeah.
members.
Okay. Let's
What
try
did
it real
Amon
quick.
say? What did Amon say? What was Amon's point? I think this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My idea, I just wanted to discuss, I wanted to do introductions of the new administrators for the Facebook group and talk about strategic plan, but I would like to talk strategic plan after
Okay.
Cohen talks about the focused
Focused group. Okay.
leadership option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's starting?
Yeah. Yeah. I was waiting for Richard if he could,
Yeah, he's
if
still
it's
not.
happening,
No,
but it's not.
I think he's still
Okay.
not getting anything.
Yeah. So I'm on fire away.
Okay, why don't I start with introductions for the new administrators, if that's all right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I don't think maybe I'm broadcasting video, but I'm not getting any video, so I apologize for that.
On our side, it's the exact opposite. We're broadcasting, but we're not receiving yours.
Okay, yeah. I think it's just a bandwidth thing, but we'll get it
Yeah.
sorted out for next time again. But
Yeah.
our new administrators, I'll leave Richard for last, hoping that he can ultimately join the call. But we have Shalise Henderson. She's an American. She's in her 30s. Excuse me. And she's very well traveled. She's educated. She works in the medical field. And she has.
Could you write her name? Could you write her name in the Skype just to be sure that we know the name correctly? Can you just write the name? The name Elise Anderson, you said?
Shalise, Chellyse, Henderson.
Okay. Shelly's Anderson. Okay.
And
Yeah.
She's I don't know, she's a very enthusiastic person. I know her personally from my university days, and she's just a very good person. She's a hardworking person. She's an enthusiastic person, and those are the kind of people that we need in the group. She's very reasonable. She's well thought out. So as we move forward, especially when we need to make decisions, I think that she's a person that can be trusted. And that's why I proposed her to the group for the role of administrator of the Facebook.
Yeah, but like, what would be her role? I mean, what would the extra thing that she would bring us to the group? I mean, that's also we discussed, no? Like, everybody should have some kind of added value.
Yeah, she would focus on health and safety issues.
Okay, health and safety.
Yeah. Health and safety. More on the health side than the safety side. If we're talking about security in terms of safety, we need somebody else more specific. And I think we have somebody on the forums that can talk more security issues. But And that's something that we need more research before we can figure that
Certainly,
out.
we
But
need the security issue.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's her.
Okay.
The second person I would like to discuss is Lori Allred. She's a friend of a friend, although I've met her once at a party, and we became Facebook friends. But she is a fascinating woman. She's also in her 30s. She's a powerhouse. She owns several businesses, I believe. She does international business, where she has relationships around the globe.
Wow.
She's a real go-getter in terms of people. And I think on the business side of things, business and legal, she will be able to add a great deal to our group. And I'm
She's a
hoping
lawyer?
that
Is she a lawyer by profession or not?
no, she's not a lawyer. She's just a business person. So
Businessman.
she'll have contacts. Obviously, she's dealt with legal issues previously because of her own international businesses. And she'll be able to help us get in contact
Yeah.
with some of the people that we need.
Can I just ask?
Yeah.
Is this all in?
Yeah.
Are they administrators now, so we can see it on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, so I can go to Facebook and kind of show these people.
Yeah, it should be one of the more recent posts, if not the most recent.
Okay.
Exactly. I would do the same.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I just wrote the name down, so just.
Yep, Lori, Lori, already.
Hello,
and then,
yeah.
Lastly, I was really hoping to have Richard in on this call. I'm kind of sad that he's not.
Yeah, it's a pity because
he's saying he has to eat something. He has to eat something first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it is early, and I get hangry too. That angry, hungry thing. So maybe I don't know. Maybe he's got to take care of his hanger before we continue. But I'll just do a brief introduction, and then we'll probably catch him next time. Richard is, I believe, a businessman, 40 years old, and a family man. And he's been looking with a series of partners at creating some kind of an eco-resort, if I understand correctly, in Panama. And he's been researching this for a number of years. He's researched all facets of purchasing an island in Panama. He's been himself to Panama. You can find his kind of blog about his trip down there online. I actually read his blog before I found that we had a mutual friend. My friend joined the group and then introduced me to him. I talked with him on the phone. But he's been to Panama. He's visited a number of islands. He's worked with real estate agents down there. He also is familiar with the process of purchasing an island in Panama. And he's also very interested in going on our exploratory expedition to Isla Mahagual. And so we're looking actually at March, I believe. We had talked a couple of dates, but nothing firm yet. And I myself am actually considering going as well. If I can find good airfare and do it in a reasonable cost, then I can head down with Richard and hopefully at least one other person so we can answer some questions, get some information, etc. So, somewhat longer introductions. I apologize. But
that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you can do the introduction for them in their absence, at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're very valuable additions to the admin team.
Especially Richard and Laurie.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. I mean, I mean, in terms of what steps we are right now, I think Richard and Laurie might be the best additions because they, we're forming the corporation, and also Richard with his research on the islands.
Yep.
and his willingness to go on the expedition. That's really good to have.
So if I understand correctly, Richard wanted to buy an island, but he didn't. It doesn't have yet, right? I mean,
No, he has not
he
yet.
always, yeah. So he always wanted to have an island or something like that. But he has an eco resort. That's what you mentioned.
He wants to.
No, he was looking at doing a business of that sort. I'm not sure if he's
Right.
still pursuing that business.
Okay.
But he's done the research in this, and that research will, of course, be important to us as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's also good to have a person that has a motivation other than just living on the island and having an island because it's awesome.
Right.
That he has like a business idea or something, or something that takes us further than just living on the island.
Do we have Richard now?
I think so. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
I think we have a different Richard here. I realised just a minute ago. But yeah, we've got another Richard. Hey.
Another
We got a
Richard.
different
Well,
Richard.
A different Richard.
this is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the other Richard?
Richard,
I
that
don't know.
was
I tried
Richard
to add
Webb.
him just a minute ago, but I couldn't get him on. I'll try and add him again.
Okay.
I didn't know his name was Richard Webb, so I assumed it was
Richard Webb.
Richard H. Sorry, Richard.
It's okay.
Okay.
It says I can see Richard Webb is unavailable at the moment.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm getting the same.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So,
we'll keep
what have I
trying on
missed?
that, and then.
So we just
let's-
the call out.
Yeah, but these are the points. These are exactly the administrators. I think we needed this. We need one more woman, and I would really like if we could get that woman out of the Eurozone, just to balance things out a little bit, so we don't have too many people over here in the Western Hemisphere. But that aside, why don't we maybe it's time, Koen, for you to share the.
Maybe in Australia.
Yeah. Just to conclude this point, I agree, Aman. We should find a woman on this side of the big pond. But yeah, we will have to see how we can find that and how we can. We have to spread the news, I guess. Like we're doing this shit. Who's in?
Yeah,
and
I mean,
find the person in the right circles. Obviously, we can't always find it in our group, in our Facebook group. So we need to go to
Chris might
specific
know.
circles.
Chris,
I
you might
agree.
know somebody.
No, but I mean, we should maybe look for groups of people in your local community that have something to do with, I don't know, maybe gardening or traveling, or like on meetup.com, just look for groups in your neighborhood that might have interested people, capable people that could join the admin group. Spread our wings to other communities.
Meetup is a good idea.
Yeah. So thank you, Amon, for introducing those 3 new members. I hope to meet them also in these meetings in the future. And let's see what we can get them to do in the upcoming weeks. Yeah. So next point is basically something I discussed already a little bit in private with Amon. It was a realization from me a few weeks ago, in the beginning of January, that I had the feeling maybe taking such an organization of such a big project as buying an island so publicly in a Facebook group is not the best strategy. I know we all love very democratic decision making, but it also, with the current scale of the group and the current amount of people in it, it makes everything so much more slow and complicated sometimes, that I feel if we could have a group of dedicated 6-7 people, like the number of people that we suggest to have in our admin group, um, and cranking at it for about half a year, um, uh, taking into account our own lives and
Yeah,
busyness,
schedules.
and of course. But like some people that really want to do all the sort of boring work, making the corporation, visiting the island is actually not that boring, but it involves a lot of organizing, you know? It involves a lot of preparation, um, the finding out how to finance this whole thing, you know, do it with a couple of people that are really into it, and then see who is willing to tag on to this, so that this group of people basically makes a lot of decisions, but it's kind of the decisions that a lot of people in the group really don't care about, I guess. Like they just want to be able to visit the island and have it all taken care of for them. But yeah, so my idea is to make it a bit more closed, focused with like a working group for a few months on it, and then a lot of questions are already answered and a lot of work is already done.
You need.
That's my suggestion.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. You
So
need,
the
Instead
idea,
of
if I could repeat, in my own words, some of our discussion with Kuhn and Richard and some of the others, and Abi, of course, it is basically to get a smaller group of people, create a more complete plan of how to get the
Yeah.
island. And then once that plan is essentially ready for financial participation,
Then
basically
included.
seeing who's really in, who's really going to buy into this thing. Then we bring it, obviously letting the group know what's going on, but then we bring it to the group and say, all right, who's really in on this thing and who is just, on the internet watching something happen.
Yeah, that's basically it. And by that, not trying to organize this sort of super massive online collaboration democratically, but just have a group of people set up the framework.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And keep it
I-
transparent while we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We will be
I think,
transparent, but it
yeah.
won't be like now you can comment. Well, of course they can comment, but like the group of people that are really working on it will definitely make the decisions for a while.
Yeah.
Of course, we will listen to comments, but we're not going to put everything up to a public vote or something. That would be my suggestion.
Yeah.
I think just to add to it, I mean, I can suggest that why don't we break the ideas into something more concrete ideas, or something that really matters and something that doesn't much matter, and keep that matters for public, or let's say public so slinging, and then the real matters could actually be discussed by this core group, and then we can still proceed while others would still think that there is still a democratic structure and people are still discussing, everybody's discussing with everybody and things like that. We have to be careful about what we discuss in public and discuss in private. That's it. And then things
Well, I
could
think-
go really fast.
Yeah, to your point, Abi, I think there are a lot of decisions that we could very easily do democratically.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there are a lot of I think a lot of those decisions have already been made within the group. Where we're at right now is a lot of the really boring work that nobody really wants to do and nobody really cares about, which I think is a point that Kuhn made. So some of those things, and I think we just need to be judicious in how our decision-making structures are organized. And that's a move, I think. I agree with Kuhn on this. I'd like to move in that direction. It's something I've actually been thinking about for most of the group's existence, probably since the first or second month of the group, seeing the difficulties that we're running into. But I think we're at a stage right now where we have to do it in order to push this project forward.
Yeah.
The thing is, just to give you an example, let's say how much a share would cost, or how we finance the whole thing.
Correct.
I think it would make zilch difference if we just say at some point, hey, a share is going to cost 2,000 euros, or you can buy a week to stay on the island, and those are your options to go to get into this project. Then people will say, okay, I like that. So it's not for me, or it's not in my values anymore. And then, they will maybe say this, but that's fine. I mean, the people that do most of the work in this project should
Would have some benefit, right?
well, not some benefit, but like
The
if we
Decision making.
decide the whole framework, the foundation, then it's a lot easier for people to just tag on or leave. It's a lot clearer.
Okay. Could I chime in a second? Would that be okay?
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
you
can everyone hear me? Okay, because it's I can't hear everybody perfectly, but
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
we
guys
can
can
hear
hear
you
me, then I'll
perfectly.
continue.
Yeah.
Cool. So there was a guy who bought some land in America, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. His name is Paul Wheaton of Permies.com. He's started a off-grid sort of permaculture community, and he said from day one that this is I am. He's joking when he says this, but he says that he's a private dictator, and if you don't like his rules, then you can leave. Now he's doing this from quite a good perspective, actually. He's saying that if there's going to be a disagreement or there's somebody who is cause friction in the group, and he wants to get rid of them quickly with fuss. So his decision is final. But you're more than welcome to live in harmony with the group's ethics. But his decision is final. And I think that's really good, because that way there's nobody can come back to him later and say, yes, but I thought this was a democracy. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of problems like that in the group recently as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Back in December. I haven't been keeping up to track with the group recently, but back in December we had somebody who was disagreeing with our concept a little bit and in how we chose the island and everything, and he caused quite a lot of he ended up causing somebody to leave marketing, which wasn't so great. So the whole idea of making it more closed is a lot better than keeping it open as it has been.
I see.
Yeah, and I thank you, Richard, for this example.
That's okay. Yeah, that's just I thought I'd add that in, because it's very important that a minority or one individual hijacks the whole group.
Yeah.
So there does need to be a framework in place to deal with people that would disrupt the project.
And at the same
exactly.
time,
And if we're so democratic, sorry.
Yeah. At the same time, there's a difference between, a difference between people making decisions and people voicing opinions. I think the more opinions that we can hear, the smarter we'll be. At the same time, we can't make every decision in a fully democratic way because it's not efficient. But I think we need to maintain those communication lines. We need to listen to people. At the same time, we don't necessarily have to listen to everybody in terms of taking into account their opinions, but we need to listen to everybody in terms of understanding their ideas and understanding the benefits and the pros and cons of their concepts, and take those into account as we make decisions.
Yeah, I agree.
Me too.
So if there's nothing else on that point, then what else do we have on the slate?
We just lost them too.
Okay.
What is wrong with the call?
Yeah, I think they're
I'm hearing
having
you guys loud and clear. I mean, I see 4 in call, including myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just been added back in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think
guys.
they're having some bandwidth
Sorry.
issues.
We're back.
You guys are back?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay, what's
Can you
next
hear
on the
us?
slate? What's next on the agenda?
Well, we just discussed. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Can you guys
Yeah.
hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So there's a big lag.
Can you hear? Okay, that's okay. So well, yeah. Thanks for the stuff. So what I would like to say is a bit more practical thing now. So now that we have decided that okay, we are
No, we
more or
haven't
less-
decided.
We haven't
This is my point. Do we decide this now here?
on my
That we have a group of people and that we close. Well, that we go into the back rooms, let's say, and figure this all out, and then come back out.
Okay. Well, that's
No, but that's the question. I would like to hear opinions.
But Chris is gone.
I'm here.
Chris, you're here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Did you just hear what I said, or?
Yeah, I heard what you said. I think like every organisation
Okay,
out
I'm on-
there, every big organisation out there is structured like that. It doesn't release stuff to the public until it's made its final decision. So I think it's a good idea to get the foundations laid like that in the first place. And then let
I
people
agree.
join us after we've made the foundations. After we've made the organisation, say, this is what we got. We're going to make this as democratic as possible. Would you like to join us after we've made everything happen? If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I concur.
So, how do we go about this?
Well, I think we need to ensure that our other administrators are on board with this.
Correct.
This
Yes.
tack. And I think that we should also include perhaps a number of people in the core group and get their opinion. But ultimately, those who are doing the work are going to make the decisions one way or another. And those who aren't as involved really can't complain about it too much because they're not doing the work, they're not doing the research, they're not staying involved over time.
Yeah. They don't have the knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if they had the
Yeah.
knowledge, they'd be participating and contributing. But in a way, I kind of want there to be a facility to credit check everybody who's showing interest, because then you could very quickly sort the wheat from the chaff. And I think that would be that would really get to the bottom line, like who's actually in a position to contribute financially. I myself right now would probably fail the credit check, but that's not a problem because I've got some work coming up real soon, and then I would pass. But there needs to be a really efficient way of sorting out who can buy in and who can't right now, and who has any desire to actually buy in, or are they going to pretend?
I don't know if the money issue is the biggest.
Yeah, that's something for the future, though. I think we'll make decisions about the legal structure. We'll make decisions about the share price, how much we intend to raise shares, and how much we intend to raise through crowdfunding, those kinds of things. And then once we bring it out, like yourself, Richard, I'm not a rich man. I don't have all of that money ready to go, but by the time we're ready, I will have saved them so that I can buy my share just like everybody else's. So,
Right.
we'll get to those points, but I think that's maybe something further down the line.
Oh, okay. So I guess in the short term, we need the legalities concreted in, and just like the viability of how we get people to and from the island, and because I can see that being a bit of a problem. I mean,
Wait,
is there going to be
this is
sorry, are we going off
this
point?
is going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still not really sure. Do we just silently do this, or do we post a notice like, okay, guys, from now on, things are gonna go a little bit differently. We're not gonna go voting on everything right now. We're just gonna inform you. As long as
I
you
think
don't,
that
as
would
long as you're not
I
in the
think,
admin.
I,
How
Well,
does
this
this
is
practically go?
here's my opinion on that question precisely. Is I think we're going to have to concentrate the decision making, and then we post this video to YouTube, and anybody who's really interested in the project is going to listen to this conversation. They'll be able to make or we'll post this video to a Facebook group, and then they'll be able to make comments. If somebody's really interested and they're listening to an hour-long discussion, then let's listen to them. They're listening to us. Let's listen to them. And if they have concerns about it, or if they want to get involved, then they get involved. If they don't want to get involved, then
They don't.
they'll work the decision.
I'm on.
The voice
Our
is-
connection
is
is maybe a bit crowded right now, so your
we can't really hear you.
your
I'm sorry.
speech is coming through very much in blocks with missing parts.
Garbled. Yeah.
Let's let's. I think
Could you try it once more?
yeah.
Yeah,
The most
I'll
important thing that you
repeat.
said.
I'll repeat. I think we should post this YouTube video to the Facebook group. Anybody who watches it, let's listen to them. But if they aren't listening to what we're saying here, then how interested are they really in the project? We just need to
agree.
concentrate decision making and move forward. That's all.
Okay, loud and clear.
Cool.
That
Yeah.
this was this was way better. Good. So we posted, and let's keep the message positive. Let's say we have the best interest for this project in mind, and we think that it's actually better to focus and concentrate with a few people that are really into this. That way, they will understand better.
And do you think would that make somebody leave the group, or if any
I don't
case if
care
they leave,
so much
they
about
would
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
probably
of course there will be people maybe that say oh well, this is out of my values, but I don't care because they don't. They are not the ones that are
They're
actually
going to
doing the
turn
work,
it
so
into work,
we won't miss them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're not
Okay.
core members.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds.
So step 1, post it into the core Facebook chat. I will make up a text that summarizes all this, and also a link to the YouTube video. And if everybody in the core group is on this, then we can we will post it also in the Facebook group, and that'll be all.
Yeah.
Is that a plan? Is that an action plan?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know
Okay.
on this point.
And then what's
So
our
we could
next,
go to the
To Chris.
yeah. The next point is
Chris.
No.
But this point has already been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
my point was actually about the next steps, but I mean, now that Kun actually told what the next steps are, so it would be unnecessary to repeat my point now, because now we know the next step. Yeah, we actually know the next step. So it's basically more, let's say, focusing, more trimming down. We are taking it into a more focused section. Okay.
Okay. Are you guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, so you
I
can hear
think-
me.
I think their internet, and we lost them again.
Yeah, we're there. We're there.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
you
back.
are? Okay.
What happened?
Well, let's move on to our next point. I'm not sure if you want to talk strategic
You're breaking up a bit. Someone.
Chris.
Hello?
Oh, man.
Is
What's
everybody-
going on?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure
here.
what's going on either.
We are
Somebody has
still
bad
here.
connection.
Okay.
I'm not sure
We're
who
all
it
still
is.
here.
Yeah.
We're all still here. Now, Kun, what do you want to talk about next?
It was
next
Chris,
point,
the
the
last
next-
point.
It's
Ah,
me.
your point.
No, yeah. The next point is Chris telling about his resignation.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm thinking of basically stepping down from my role as being the Nomad Island like media representative in a way to do these meetings and broadcast them live. Of course, I still want to be involved in Nomad Island. I want to be concentrating more on actually producing some other videos. But my main goal in the first place was actually to be a part of Nomad Island and grow with it and create a documentary. And I'm wanting to get more involved with other groups that are doing similar projects as we are, and try and investigate that and discover what they're doing and make little documentaries from it. So I want to refocus my time on that rather than doing these videos for Nomad Island. Obviously, I'll have to find somebody to take over from me. But yeah, that's pretty much why I want to leave and give the job to somebody else. I'll give the whole YouTube channel to Nomad Island. That's not a problem. I'll make another one, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've just got to say, Chris, that you've been instrumental in helping us organize ourselves. In helping us communicate directly, in helping us sort out ideas. I mean, what you've done really has been. It's something that I couldn't do myself. I wouldn't have got it to this stage, and I'm really glad that you have been involved. Of course, I don't want to see you go, but everybody has their own lives and goals, their own projects.
Yeah.
I just want to say, maybe on behalf of the whole group, thank you very much for your work.
I don't feel like I've done that much, but thank you.
I feel like you have. I feel like you've done a great.
It's a tremendous work, Chris, what you did.
But I don't see it. I haven't interpreted as that Chris is actually leaving.
Yeah, me too.
No, not completely.
He just wants to do different things.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to reallocate my time. Time is precious after all. We don't have much of it, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much is true. So yeah, I mean, your first goals when you entered the project were different, as you said, and you just realized that this what you're doing now is not something you want to keep on doing, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, it's as I understand it, it's just recording the screen and making sure that it's live broadcast on YouTube. If we have a couple of chairmen that sometimes do the meetings, like Aman could learn it. You taught me.
Yeah, exactly. I
Ami
should do
can
as
be
well.
taught.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, and if it's the task of the chairman of the meeting,
You
then we can do this.
you can still remain the emeritus, Chris. You can remain the emeritus and you can teach us, and we can just I mean, if I understand you correctly, are you planning to do a documentary of a similar type of island project?
Yeah, in a way. I want to explore the world
I see.
more
It's
and just
interesting.
see these different projects, like actually being there and seeing how they work and how the people live and just being able to record it all and introduce it to everybody else.
It's valuable stuff actually for our things. It's very valuable.
We
Perfect.
would love to have someone follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
sure.
This is very interesting because it reminds me of somebody else who's doing this with sort of alternative housing. There's somebody following people around living off grid, micro houses, self-built, that kind of thing. I can link to it if you'd like,
Oh yeah, please.
because she's doing some really good work there. I'll see if I can find it on YouTube.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
All right, voicing your dreams actually helps. You know,
You see? Yeah.
you have some links.
Yes,
All right. Practically, Chris, for what date? I mean, it sounds like a real resignation, but I mean, we need to know if next meeting we need to have someone take care
But
of
he's
his
going to
life.
he's going to give it to somebody, right?
Yeah, but in what terms? Is it like immediately? So in 2 weeks we need to find
Yeah.
someone else?
I think
I mean,
if we find somebody else in 2 weeks, and then I just kind of make sure that they're happy and doing everything. Like basically, if there's any problems, then I'm there to help. So try and just slowly transfer the role rather than just somebody saying, nope, I don't want to do it anymore, somebody else take over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we can't find anybody in 2 weeks, I'm okay for doing another meeting, but I'm going to keep trying to find somebody to take over. Or
Okay.
just like,
in the meantime,
or
in the meantime, I can do it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not a
exactly.
problem.
I can make a video on YouTube to show you how to do it, and then just kind of like say, here you go, guys. You can share the responsibility or something. Maybe just see how it goes.
No, that will be alright. Okay.
And I
Yeah.
hope, Chris, well, you just dropped. Hey, Chris, I hope that you'll join us from time to time. Your ideas are valuable, so
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll still be wanting to get involved and still be
Yeah.
wanting to invest, of course.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, we'll keep
So I mean,
all
you're still part of the team,
discussions
so
and
that's no problem.
all those
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
so.
but just I'm going to be stepping back just a little bit, so I'm not like
Yeah.
core members. I'm just kind of like on the side, just kind of just joining occasionally and just seeing what things are. And, yeah. So I am kind of one of those people that are just watching.
Well, there's a time for that, you know.
Yeah.
Not everybody can, you know. Everybody's got their own lives. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
clear, Chris.
I've never felt like I was a politician, and I feel like I've gotten a bit too involved, like in the politics of it all, and yeah, I never wanted to be that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think any of us wants to be that. It's just we want to make the thing happen. So we have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right, well, Chris, I can only concur with what Ahmad said. You've been a tremendous help. You've helped set this project up, even though it seems like your contribution was only small. But you know, it is not like as you can see, we are a very small group out of many thousands in the group that actually contribute something. So that you're already part of something very special. You're of course always welcome in the meetings and to comment and on the platform. So that doesn't change. Contribute as you see fit.
Yeah. I'll keep following and see what I can get involved in on the platform, and continue the projects I've already set up as well. Try and finish them.
Cool. Yeah,
Great.
just to
All right.
bring back to my other point that I made, I've just pasted a YouTube link where you can see all the videos of these off-grid sustainable housing things going on.
Okay. Is it on?
Cool.
You posted it on the.
It's on
group?
the other. It's on the other chat. I don't know if we will have to
On the other
click a
group.
link to join this chat, but it's on the other chat. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I see it. You could perhaps
Cool.
post it in the Facebook group as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I would like to move on to like a last round.
Yeah,
from
because
the
I have to
table.
leave.
Any last remarks, if there are any? I myself don't. Abby, do you have any last remarks?
No remarks as of now, but I'm looking forward to the let's say the next meeting when we can discuss more focused the core group members, and also the how is Chris going to hand over, how is Chris going to, let's say, give up his work to either of us, like, is that going to happen, I think, and yeah, still
I guess that will be communicated
yeah,
outside
communicated
of
out of
these
these
meetings.
meetings. Yeah, but
Yeah.
We'll go.
yeah, should go like that. But Chris, stay with us. Don't leave us, eh?
Yeah, I'm not leaving you completely, don't worry.
Good.
Thank you.
Don't leave me this way.
Chris.
Yeah. So, Chris, I mean, it's a bit redundant, but any last remarks?
Live long and prosper. No.
Oh, right. Okay.
We will. Yes, we have to.
Okay, those were
rather.
the last recorded words of Chris.
Chris.
No, Amon?
Yeah, I did want to briefly state what I see as our next strategic move. At least my plan personally, and this is something that we'll just have to discuss more, in private. But for this videos, I think it's important to put it out there. Number one thing for me is to find a seventh administrator, a woman in the EU or outside of the Western Hemisphere. That's number one. We'll have a contingency of 7 people to make some important decisions. The second thing that I'd really like to do is create a rule in the Facebook group that we only post things that promote our mission as a group. That will be a decision by administrators and other core persons like Chris. The third thing is to organize your trip or expedition to the island.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Before that, of course,
Completely.
web.
Amun, is there a problem with your microphone?
Sorry, can you not hear me?
You're going up and down in volume.
I think we got to point 2 and then it all broken up.
Oh boy. Well, okay, so after, can you hear me now, guys?
Hello? He's completely gone now.
Did we break up?
We can.
Yeah, sometimes your connection drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my internet here. If you can hear me, I'll make a point 3.
What's the third point, Amon? What's the third point?
The third,
Yeah.
the third is simply I'm going to ask Richard Webb to take direct contact with the
Yeah.
and then he and I will facilitate a plan to visit the island. And that's the island expedition is very important for our future research.
Yes.
So
There.
those are my 3 main goals.
And some real pictures.
Right now. Say again?
And some pictures from the island.
Oh
Yeah, there's
yeah,
a plan.
no, I
That's
mean,
the plan. Yeah, yeah.
lots of
Hey,
information.
we've got to have pictures, pics, or it didn't happen, right?
Right.
Exactly.
But those
Yeah.
are the things. I think we need an administrator, we need a posting rule, and we need to make some contact with the island and the island owner. That's where we're at, I think.
Okay. Who is the island owner?
He's actually a man from the Netherlands. He lives in Panama. For the life of me, I forget his name right now, but we have his contact information.
Wow. He
he's
must be an
a
interesting
businessman.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did he buy it with just, a buy and hold strategy, or?
I think he was planning on developing it as an eco destination. But
Ironic.
one of the problems with the island is that it's very remote. you know, by Panamanian standards. So it's harder for tourists to get to. But we have to talk to him. We have to get more information.
Guys, we have a few more minutes, and then I really have to go. Otherwise, I'm missing my train.
Yeah. I think we're done.
So I would like to finish this round, and
Yeah.
yeah, Richard maybe as last person in the line.
To say, yeah.
Maybe you have something like as a last remark to add.
Who is that? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you have it.
Okay. Wow, I have the floor. So, yeah, no, I agree with point 2 just then about the Facebook group and people just posting things that have no relevance to the project.
Yeah.
There was a particular user who we had to ban from Project Nomad Land because she was derailing the group. And it's actually a fake profile because you can do a reverse image search on her profile picture. And yeah. So it's things like that we just don't need.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Guys, I have to stop it here, at least for my participation. If you guys want to discuss
I'll have to leave as well.
key points, you can call each other.
I think we're done.
But for now, I'd like to conclude this meeting.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
So the
Okay, gentlemen, it's
so the
been
next,
great.
Yeah.
Next
Thank you,
meeting,
Richard.
Next meeting, I would propose 14th of February.
That's
It's Valentine's Day,
Valentine's
but-
Day. That we,
I don't know
Valentine's
if
Day.
anybody.
yeah, let's not keep it on Valentine's.
So everybody, bring their date to the meeting.
It'll be 30.
So,
But
Okay,
would
guys.
that be fine?
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
sounds okay, yeah.
Okay. Well then.
I might be a little busy though, but okay. 13th is fine. 14th is okay. For
With
Amari
your
is
many
okay.
women.
I won't be.
I might not be busy, but.
I mean, you know.
Alright. I'll when I get home, I'll make the
Yeah.
meetings
Yeah. We'll
online
arrange it,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Guys, it was
Okay.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Signing off from a
Yeah.
lovely cafe in Brussels.
Yeah.
Abi and Koen. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Okay.
All right,
Bye now.
guys.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
nice,
Take care.
have a nice,
Ciao.
have a nice week ahead. Yeah. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
And Chris, thanks again.
Oh, no worries. And,
I really appreciate it.
I'll see if Kuhn will take it for the next meeting, do this recording, and then just discuss with him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can manage. It's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
But you've been a great help. Okay, I'm out too. We'll catch you later.
Me too. Talk to you later.
Okay. Ciao.
Bye. Bye.